Hi, I'm Lydia. Welcome to this 45-minute flow. The sequence is a nice twisty, turny one. We've got wild things, lizards, skandasana, all the really yummy things that make your body feel good. So we will get into it. Hope you enjoy. And to start with, just come into a comfortable seated position. I'm sat up on my knees. You can sit on a bolster or sit cross-legged. We're going to start with a breathing exercise called Bhastrika breath. It's quite a dynamic one. Its arms are doing this motion, so it's important that we have a nice long spine, that we're able to breathe unrestricted. We're not kind of sat cross-legged, hunched back like this. So come into a nice comfortable seat. And to start with, just close your eyes, let the hands rest in the lap, and take a moment to just settle into your body. Put the outside world to one side. Notice what's going on in your body. Notice how you feel in yourself. Where you might be holding any tension or feeling any tightness. And not trying to change it, but just noticing. Good. And start to deepen the breath slightly. Feel like we're breathing more into the belly. Feeling that expansion with the inhale and that softness, that closing with the exhale. And then you can flutter open the eyelashes as we prepare to move into our pranayama, our breathing exercise. So I'll show you what it looks like and then we'll talk you through it. So it looks a little bit like this. So quite dynamic, a lot of arm movements. My favorite pranayama are ones with big arms. So whereas we inhale, we take the arms up, spread the fingers wide. As we exhale, we pull the arms down into the sides, a forceful exhale, in through the nose, out through the nose. So we're going to do 15 breaths and then rest, take a moment to just let the breath return to normal, notice how the body feels. Okay, so to get into it, take a nice breath in, take a nice breath out, and we go. And let the breath return to normal. Notice how the body feels. And we'll do 2 more rounds. Let's go. And rest. Feeling that really energizing breath working its way through the body. And our 3rd and final round. Let's go. Hands rest in the lap. Notice the sensations in the body. Let the breath return to normal. Good, and flutter open the eyelashes if they're not already open. And hopefully we feel energized, ready to get into our practice. So we'll start in a kneeling position. We're going to take some side bends. Let the fingertips come down towards the mat. You can stay cross-legged if that's how you're sat, or you can stay kneeling if that's how you are. Fingertips down towards the mat. We're going to inhale, take the right arm up, reach the fingertips tall, exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale back to center, and exhale, let the hand come down. So inhaling, finding that length, open through the shoulder. Exhale to find the bend, breathe. Good. Inhale to bring yourself back to center, and exhale to release. So we find that lift and that length with the inhale, and we find that lean, that space in the body as we exhale. Opening through the side of the ribs, through the waist. The fingertips reach away to open more through the shoulder. Good. Once more, either side. Good. And then bring around into tabletop position. So onto your hands and knees. And we're going to take our right leg out to the side. I'm going to show you just by facing this way. So I'm going to take my right leg out to the side, and we're going to try and ground down through that foot. You'll notice the edge of my foot is not grounding down, but I have restricted movement in the ankle, but I'm still having the intention of pressing the edge of the foot down. So as with yoga, it's not always necessarily how it looks. We might not physically be able to do it, but we can have the intention of getting there. So fingertips down nice and wide. You can take the left knee a little wider if you want to. And we're going to move through some cat-cows whilst in this position. So you might notice a smaller range of motion through your cat-cow, particularly on the cow face. And we should feel more of an opening through the inside of that right leg. We still feel the shoulder blades spreading open across the back as we round into cat, and we still shine chest forwards, lift crown of the head on our cow pose. Good. Lovely. And then we're going to take it over to the other side. So switching the legs, bringing right leg in, sending the right foot out, grounding down as much as we can. And again, move into your cat-cows. Notice how this side feels compared to the other. Maybe more movement, maybe slightly less movement. Good. Lovely. And then bring that left knee back in. Find your tabletop position. So, we're going to tuck under our toes and find a downward facing dog. So send the hips up and back, find your first down dog. Take any movement that feels good. Bend the knees, pedal out through the heels. We've got the gaze through the knees, so the head is resting heavy, nice and soft through the neck. With the inhales, we can think of the hips reaching up and back. And with the exhales, we can think about grounding into those points of contact with the mat. Fingertips, knuckles, palms, the heels of the palms, balls and toes of the feet. Good. We're going to come into twisted dog, so you might want to step your feet slightly further forwards and slightly wider. Right hand reaches through to the outside of the left foot, left leg, and we gaze underneath that left shoulder. Breathing here. So we're turning the chest towards the left. Take it to the other side. Left hand reaches through. Gazing underneath your right shoulder. Lovely. Bring palm back down to the mat. Step the feet into the hands and find a ragdoll pose here. So take a nice bend at the knee, take hands to elbows, and gently sway from left to right. Letting the belly melt down onto the thighs, the nod. The head can nod yes and shake no. Good. Release fingertips down to the mat. Uncurl up to standing nice and slowly. When we come up to stand, we're going to take the arms up and cactus them open, sitting the hips back as we do so. Inhale to rise, lift the hands. Exhale to sink the hips back, open the elbows wide. Good, real nice full body movement. Noticing where there's any tightness, any areas that we want to focus on. Next time we come to stand, bring palms together, reach tall, look to the thumbs. If you want to take a back bend with an exhale, you can press the hips forwards. Bring it through center and exhale to forward fold, release the hands down. Come up halfway lift, find a flat back, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale to place the hands down, step the feet back and flow through your first vinyasa. Nice and controlled as we lower, shine the chest forwards. Take it back to your downward facing dog. Good. A little bit of movement here if you wish. We're going to take our right leg out behind into our three-legged dog. Bend the knee to drop the heel in and take some nice big slow circles through that right leg. So drawing the knee in towards the belly, taking it out wide, exploring the movement through that hip. Take those circles the other way around. Good. And extend that right leg behind, three dog. Step open into your wild thing. So body comes forward, foot steps underneath us. Left foot reaches away. Open the hips and the chest towards the ceiling. Good. Find your three dog again. Hand comes down, left foot comes in, right leg sweeps out behind. Step right foot forwards, come up to find a high lunge. Ooh, wobble, wobble. Grounding there. Open out to your warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior, nice long spine. Forwards to your side angle, same again, nice long spine. Release hands down to frame the foot, step it back and flow through a vinyasa. Remembering option to drop the knees down if we wish. Take that left leg out behind into your three dog. Bend the knee, take those nice big circles, no need to rush. Trying to minimize any movement through the rest of the body. Take those circles in the other direction. Good. Extend left leg long behind and find your wild thing. Stepping left foot underneath, right foot reaching away, turning the hips and the chest up towards the ceiling. Nice opening through front of the body. Find your three dog, left leg out behind, and step it forwards, coming up to find a high lunge. Open it to your warrior two, tailbone tucked slightly, nice long spine. Reach forwards and up, reverse warrior. Forwards to your side angle, gazing towards the ceiling. And take the hands down to frame the foot, step it back and flow through a vinyasa. If you don't want to take a vinyasa, you can take a little cat-cow, or you can step it straight back to a down dog. Good. Step or float the feet into the hands, forward fold. Come up halfway lift, refold, all the way to standing. Reach the arms tall, palms together, back bend if you want to. Forward fold, release the hands down. Come up halfway lift. Place hands down, step the feet back, flow through another vinyasa. And this round we are going to add on to our sequence. So, sweep our right leg out behind, three-legged dog. Find wild thing. Opening through front of the body. We're then going to find fallen triangle. So right hand comes down, that right foot steps over and then comes under. Left arm reaches tall. Wild thing. Wild thing? Fallen triangle. Back to your three-legged dog. Right leg out behind and step forwards, coming to find your high lunge. Open it out to your warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Come forwards to a side angle, any variation with your arms. Find a left side skandasana. So we don't need to keep the heel down, but we can if that's available. Left hand down, use the elbow to guide the knee wide. Right arm opens, toes reach back towards us. From here, big press forwards to frame the front foot, step it back and flow through a vinyasa. Okay. And we repeat on the left. So, three-legged dog, left leg rises. Step into your wild thing. Roll the chest open. Find your fallen triangle, taking the left leg underneath. Right fingertips reaching tall, feeling lightness there. Down, three-legged dog, take left leg out behind. Step through, come up, high lunge. Open out, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Skandasana, back of the mat. Open that left arm wide. Take the gaze towards the ceiling. Big press forwards. Hands frame the front foot. Step it back, flow through another vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Good. Step or float the feet to the hands, forward fold. Come up, halfway lift. Refold. Come through standing, take the arms up, fingers together, reaching tall. Exhale if you want to, back bend. Come through center, forward fold once more. Come up, halfway lift. Place the hands down, step or float the feet back. Flow through a vinyasa. And we add on once more. So, right leg comes out behind, three-legged dog. Step into your wild thing. Find your fallen triangle, perhaps keeping the right toes lifted. From here, finding Vashisthasana, our side plank, but on the other side. So swivel the body, left hand down, right hand rises, lifting the hips. Good. Find your three-legged dog, right leg out behind. Step it forwards, come up, high lunge. Open it to your warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Side angle, Skandasana, and we add on from here revolved Skandasana. So hands walk around to our left, we swivel on the feet, facing the back of the room. So my right hip is down now, that left knee is up. Feeling that through that left glute. Back to your Skandasana, so again walk the hands around. Heel toe the feet. Big press forwards, hands frame front foot, step it back, flow through a vinyasa. I promised twisty turny and that is what we've got. So let's go. On the other side. Left leg out behind, three dog. Wild thing, open through front of the body. Lifting chest, lifting hips. Fallen triangle, maybe keeping left toes lifted. Vashisthasana, our side plank, other side. Left hand lifts. Three-legged dog, left leg out behind. Big step forwards, come up, high lunge. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Forwards to your side angle, back to your Skandasana. Revolved Skandasana, walk the hands around, heel toe the feet. Skandasana, walk it back. Big press forwards, hands frame the front foot, step it back, flow through a vinyasa. And you can drop into a little child's pose here. Knees wide or together, send the hips back. Settle into that shape. Your child's pose, find your downward facing dog. For our final round, we take our right leg out behind three-legged dog, lift the heel. Open into your wild thing. Sweep the arm open, lift the chest. Fallen triangle, maybe keeping the right toes lifted. Squeezing the hips up towards the ceiling. Vashisthasana to the back of the room. Right fingertips reach tall. Now we're going to bring that right leg in. Keep the hips lifted. And we're going to step our right foot forwards, finding an easy twist. So step that right foot, right arm keeps lifted. Good. Bring right hand down inside that foot, heel toe the foot and find your lizard pose. You might want to keep back knee lifted. You might want to drop the back knee down. You might take a sway left to right. Option to have a hand on the knee to guide it a little wider. And you can roll over onto the edge of that right foot to let that knee drop open a little more. If you're really open through the hips, you might want to come down onto forearms. That might feel good. Again, you could lift the back knee doing this as well. Whatever feels good in your body. Take some nice deep breaths. From here, we're going to find our three-legged dog again. So, grounding through the hands, tuck your back toes. You might need to bring that back foot in a little. Send that right foot back, three-legged dog. Good. Step it forwards, come up to find a high lunge. Open to your warrior two, standing sequence. Reverse warrior. Forwards to your side angle. Really reaching through the fingertips. Your left side Skandasana. Fingers down for support, letting that left heel drop down towards the mat. Revolved Skandasana, walk the hands around, heel toe the feet. Reach that left arm long. Skandasana, heel toe the feet. Big press forwards, frame front foot, step it back, flow through a vinyasa. And once more on the left side. Left leg out behind. Open to wild thing. Lift the hips. Fallen triangle, keeping toes lifted if you want to. Right arm reaching tall, taking some weight out of that bottom hand. Vashisthasana. Roll it around our side plank. Drawing that left knee in. And stepping forwards, easy twist. So I'm on the ball of my back foot now. Hand comes down, I find lizard pose. Turn the toes out, let the knee drop open. Back knee can come to the mat. Again, options to drop down onto forearms if it feels good. Or if you have your bolster or a block, you could also bring your hands to find a bit more space up here. Back to that three-legged dog, so tuck under the back toes, fly that leg tall, step it through, come up high lunge. Open out to warrior two. Flip the front palm, forwards to your side angle, nice long spine, crown of the head reaching away. Right side Skandasana. We find our revolved Skandasana. Really lovely hip on this. Well, you might not think so, but I really enjoy this one. I love that feeling through this right leg here. Hi, Pai. Back to our Skandasana. And then that big push forwards to frame the front foot, stepping it back and flowing through a vinyasa. You can then meet me in a child's pose with the knees a little wider than the hips. Oh, melt the body down. Using nice long exhales to slow the heart rate. Take a moment to notice how the body feels after that movement. That it was quite a fast-paced sequence. There may be some moves that you've not done for a while. So just notice how the body feels after that. Couple more breaths here. And then we're going to take a nice flow from our child's pose forwards to a cobra variation. So I like the knees a little wider than my hips, but you can play around, see what feels best. I'm going to place the hands down, round forwards, think of your cat pose, chin to chest, heels lift, and then we lower the hips towards the mat. Cobra variation, lift the gaze. Pull belly button into the spine, send the hips back to your child's pose. And just flowing between those two shapes. Nice and gently, really mindfully. Make it as big or as small a movement as you want. So if lifting the feet doesn't feel good, you can just leave the toes down on the mat and gently release the hips. You don't need to let them go all the way if you don't want to. If it doesn't feel good to lift the gaze, then keep it forwards. And try not to sink into the shoulders, so we're strong through the arms, shoulders away from the ears. Good. Lovely. One more time, releasing the hips down. Sending it back. And then we're going to work our way into a seated position. Take our right leg out long, off to the side. And our left foot is going to come in. Maybe the sole of the foot meets the thigh, maybe it just rests in the middle, so wherever's comfortable. But we're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to take our left hand, reach it up and over as we fold towards that straight leg. You can use your right elbow to open the chest a little more, roll the shoulder open. That left hand is then going to come and place down behind you. Sweep the hips up, right arm lifts up and over. Lower the hips down, take it to the first shape. Left arm reaching up and over. Bringing left hand behind. Floating right fingertips up as we lift the hips. Good. So we get that nice opening through left side of the body, through the lower back as we reach towards those toes. And then as we lift the hips, we get that opening through front of the body. And opening there. Good. One more time, reaching towards the toes. Bring it back through center and take it over to the other side. So we switch the legs. That left leg out to the side, our right foot comes in. Right arm reaches up and over towards the toes as we take the gaze towards the ceiling. We then bring that hand behind, lifting the hips, reaching left arm tall. Good, so just flowing between those two shapes in your own time. Good. Lovely, just pairing the movement with the breath. No beginning or end to either. Just inhale, flowing into the exhale. That reach flowing into the fold. Good. And then bring yourself back to center. We're going to lower ourselves down towards the mat. So nice and gently uncurling down to the mat. Hug the knees in. Take a little sway left and right. A little rock and roll, a massage for the spine. Nice. And then bring your arms a little wider, maybe out into cactus or just straight, whichever you prefer. And we're going to take a twist over to the left, so letting the legs come to the left, turning the gaze towards the right. And that top leg can stay bent or it can go straight, whichever you prefer. And just taking a few breaths to really sink into that twist. Feeling the back of the right shoulder drop down towards the mat. Feeling the knees drop over to the left. Notice as you take those deep breaths in, how does that feel in the body? Maybe notice that the body almost comes out of the twist slightly, and as you exhale, you can sink deeper into the twist. So just allowing rather than forcing. And then take the legs back through center. Take that twist all the way over to the other side. Knees over to the right. Gaze over to the left. Settle into that shape. Allow the body to sink deeper. Bring the legs back through center, and we're going to take them out long and reach the arms overhead. And we're going to reach through the fingertips, and we're going to press the heels away. Have a nice big stretch. We're then going to reach the toes away, still reaching through the fingers, feeling the back arch up off the mat. And we come into Shavasana, our final pose. Now, Shavasana on this video will be 3 to 4 minutes long, so not particularly long. If you want your Shavasana to be longer, you can pause that now and just get into your own practice. If you'd like to do your guided, kind of be guided into your Shavasana and brought out of it again, then let the video play and get yourself nice and comfortable. A bolster or pillow behind the knees is a really nice position to be in. If you struggle with turning your palms up in Shavasana, a little tip is to bring your shoulder blades closer together. So shuffle them together at the back of the body, and then the palms will naturally turn towards the ceiling a little easier. So bringing yourself into your final resting pose. Make any little adjustments that you need to be as comfortable as you possibly can. Take a couple of deep breaths, perhaps sighing the exhale out, and just letting the body sink down. Your palms may be turned up in a gesture of surrendering, of letting go. Or you might prefer to feel more grounded and turn the palms down into the mat, or have them rested on your belly. And I ask you to bring your attention to the space at the back of your body. Notice at each place that you have contact with the mat. The back of the head, the shoulder blades, the heels. And every point you notice contact, let the body sink even deeper. You can then bring your attention to the space in front of your body. Allow the brow to soften, relax through the cheeks, unclench your jaw, allowing the tongue to fall away from the roof of the mouth. Your shoulders can sink further away from the ears. And you notice the rise and fall of your belly each breath brings with it. You can soften through the hips and the lower body, relaxing the ankles and the soles of the feet. And with this stillness in the body, you can bring your attention to rest with your breath. Follow the breath as it comes in through the nostrils, travels down the throat, into the lungs, filling the body. And then notice everything soften back to center as you let the breath go. Notice how the breath is warmer as you breathe out. And any time your mind wanders off, as it will do, we're only human, whenever you notice that it's wandered, kindly ask it to come back to your breath. Focus on the breath, follow the breath, and repeat as many times as you need. Gradually, the space between the thoughts will get longer. So staying here for another couple of minutes, and I'll let you know when it's time to come back. And you can begin to bring some awareness back into the body. That might be by taking deeper breaths, by wiggling the fingers and the toes, or perhaps turning the head from side to side. And when you feel ready, you can roll over onto your side, keeping the eyes closed for now. Taking a moment to notice how your body's feeling. Notice how you're feeling in yourself. Anything that's the same as when we started or different. And then gradually pressing through the palms to bring yourself back to a seated position. Again, you can keep those eyes closed for just a little bit longer. So as we find some more length through the spine, but allow the shoulders to relax and the sit bones to ground into the mat. We'll take 3 breaths to seal our practice. So with an inhale, take the arms up overhead, bring the palms together. And with an exhale, bring the hands down in front of your body. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, draw the hands down. One more time, breathing in. And breathing out, letting the hands rest in front of your heart space. And may your minds be calm, and may your thoughts be kind. You can let the hands drop into the lap as you flutter open the eyelashes and let the light back in. And thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again soon. Bye.